I'm Keith,
I'm Logan.
and welcome to Hot Zombie Summer, a Resident Evil review and retrospective podcast where we'll be playing through the main games of Capcom's Resident Evil series in release order.
We'll be talking characters, lore, gameplay, thrills, chills, and everything in between.
Yeah, so please join us, and we encourage you to listen along and play along with us as we go on this journey together.
Okay, so we're back and here to talk about Resident Evil 2.
Yes, Resident Evil 2. It's a sequel to Resident Evil 1,
hmm
as you could
hmm
probably infer from the title of the
Right.
game.
And it's not spelled Too, like look who's talking to situation. Sorry. That's I don't
Like,
know why I said that, but
nor is it Resident Evil like II Roman numerals. Feel like that was
I
not a thing in the 90s. 90s were all about Arabic numerals.
yeah, I think
We said get
Roman
that Roman
numerals.
shit out of here.
I think so, which is weird, right?
Yeah. Maybe
That's
for the
weird.
Super Bowl, but anything else?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like nobody even knows Roman numerals anymore.
You deal with young people more than I do. As an
Yeah,
educator, I should
I don't know.
clarify.
Yeah. Thank you. That is
So
important.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
yeah.
they, I guess you probably don't teach Roman numerals at your level. That's more. Did we learn it in
I,
school? I don't
I
remember.
think we did. I had worksheets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
Well,
like I just learned it from watching like football and wrestling. So.
WrestleMania. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say even WrestleMania, they kind of switched for a while. They got away from the Roman numerals
Hmm.
in the 90s.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
That's
because it
strange.
was yeah, I think even like because I remember WrestleMania 17, it was WrestleMania X7 was like the official branding.
X7?
X7, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's. I wonder if Final Fantasy X2 borrowed from that.
Oh yeah.
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 Although it was not, well, let me think about this here. Yeah, I guess it was. I guess it was the seventh sequel to WrestleMania 10.
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
definitionally. So that's how
yeah.
numbers work. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
anyway, going great so far. Uh
Yeah. So yeah, Resident Evil 2 came out in 1998. So we are thinking this was not thinking, it actually was what, 27 years ago now?
yeah, I guess so. It was January.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember, did you play it when you were a kid?
So I played it for N64
Mm,
when it eventually came to N64. I remember that being a big get for Nintendo fans.
yeah.
Like we were all like, ah, see, we got cool games too in this thing.
Right.
Um, but yeah, rental, did the whole rent it a couple times and hope no one delete your save type of thing. And I did get through at least one of the things. I think I got through with Leon. I don't think I ever played Clear until I replayed it for GameCube down the
Oh,
line.
that's pretty impressive that you got
Yeah.
through on a rental.
Well, it was like, yeah, like three or four different rentals, but
Sure,
I know,
sure.
yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so I had not played it until this prior to this recording, really. So I played the remake in 2019, but no, I was not into scary or horror games then. But I do remember RE2 coming out for the N64 and that being a big deal.
Yes, yeah. So this was a pretty big game. There's obviously Resident Evil, like we talked about, was a kind of a surprise hit, or at least bigger hit than people thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
So then they entered into the development cycle for making Resident Evil 2. It was a nearly 2-year development cycle, and a big part of that was uh, something that they eventually abandoned. Came to be known as Resident Evil 1.5.
right, right.
Yeah, so this was, did you watch anything about this or read much about it? I
A
watched a
little
little bit
bit,
of
a
the
little bit.
footage.
Yeah.
I think they made a good choice scrapping it.
Okay. I actually
Yeah.
haven't seen the footage. What did it look pretty similar to the final product of two or?
Not really. It looks a lot more generic.
Mm,
Kind of like how we are talking about how, the mansion is such an iconic area in the first game, and the,
yeah.
RPD is such an iconic location in the
Yeah.
second game, and the labs are always kind of like, eh. It looked like it was all just like bland industrial
Mm,
kind of, yeah, it was
ugh.
even bigger focus on combat and just having like a lot of monsters on screen,
Oh, that does sound
which
kind of
yeah.
generic. Yeah.
which this game kind of has too, but there's still a lot more atmosphere than at least what I saw in the footage I've eventually leaked of Resident Evil 1.5.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, yeah, it did not have Claire Redfield. It had someone named Elza Walker.
Right. Who was a
She
motorcycle rider, right?
she was a motorcyclist. Elza Walker. She drives her motorcycle around. Not in the game. I don't think. Maybe she would. That'd be kind of a cool thing.
That would be.
Cruise
Yeah.
around,
Yeah.
blasting zombies.
Yeah. That
But yeah. Also Elza. What kind of you remember anyone named Elza?
No, I was gonna say Elsa, and then that made me start thinking about Frozen. But we don't have to get into that
Okay.
because why would we?
Yeah. I've never seen it
Um,
actually.
it's okay. It's solid. We actually watched one and two back to back in the
Okay.
same evening, so I guess it's it was fine.
Is your partner, is she like a Disney person? Where is she on Disney? Disney agnostic, Disney fan, Disney meh.
It's fine. Disney, it's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, but she does have friends who are. I guess I like don't know. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Like adult Disney fans. Like
Yeah.
they're fans of the brand
They're in
and
the ADF.
the adult Disney fandom.
Adult, yeah, adult Disney fandom. Isn't that
Okay.
the far right party in Germany? I was trying to make that joke. You're like,
Sorry.
which ADF is worse,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
I like that.
It's
That's
really
funny.
mean.
Well, I mean,
I have nothing against adult Disney fans.
I don't either. I think I don't.
I think they act weird, like in the parks. I've heard AFD is the German
I
like
mean,
Nazi party.
it's basically
My
adult
bad.
fans of Disney.
Adult fans of Disney. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe like and I don't know. I mean, I think you can get into this. You can cut it a lot of ways, but like I mean like Disney's like as a company is bad. Like they're
Yes.
bad. They're
Hmm.
legitimately like destructive and bad. So like that's the part that feels like weird to me, like
Yeah, I could see that.
but I mean, it's like is Capcom a ethical company? I don't know.
Hmm.
Probably not, but I don't think they're like Disney levels of, corporatization and
Yeah.
suppression. So I think it's just like it would be like it's like I'm a WB fan. It's like what? Like that's weird, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Disney as a brand definitely has obviously much more cachet, but yeah, people are much more emotionally attached to it than like Miramax or whatever. Yeah.
Right, right. Or
Yeah.
like a particular character or characters or
Hmm.
even like a franchise, I would say. Like, you know,
Yeah, that's true too. Like, is there anybody that's just like, I'm only into Snow White and nothing else?
probably
I'm just
not.
a big Snow White head, but Lion King can go fuck itself.
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
right? Like, but I don't really know any other companies that have that kind of pull. Um, Even like Capcom, I mean, I like their stuff, but I wouldn't be like I'm a Capcom diehard. I'd be like, I don't know, like it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it'd be weird to see somebody with like a Capcom tattoo or something.
Yeah.
Whereas,
It would
yeah,
just
I
be
feel
the
like,
logo, right?
yeah, pretty much.
Uh,
Yeah, which would
yeah.
be, yeah.
Yeah. Not into
So,
it. But,
yeah.
people are gonna people.
Yeah.
Um,
Could be worse. They could be like Harry Potter or something. Like that'd
yeah.
be worse. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thumbs down.
Um, but
Uh,
yeah, I mean, so I think that a few things you mentioned are really interesting here. One, the fact that it's a tier development cycle, which doesn't sound, I
Not as
think,
long now, but at the time
no,
it's pretty,
that's pretty
yeah.
long.
Hmm.
That's pretty long, right? And so I think that's interesting. And also, I had came across this quote in the Itchy Tasty book written by Alex Neal, aka
AKA CVX
CVX
Freak.
Freak.
Shout
Yeah.
out to CVX Freak.
Shout out to CVX Freak. Yeah.
I've heard you on the 8-4 podcast
I've
and
read
probably some
I've
other.
I've read your guides. I read your
Yeah.
book.
We've contributed no money to you because I've read your guides on GameFAQs and Logan got the book from the library. But
Right. But I do support public institutions, so
me
yeah.
too. Me
Yeah.
too.
He said that, quote, the team developing Resident Evil 2 wanted the sequel to be what James Cameron's Aliens was to Alien, even more groundbreaking and even more ambitious, end quote. And so I guess I'm wondering, I have some thoughts on that, but like what do you think of that?
I think they achieved that for better and for worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same
Yeah.
thing with, I actually watched Aliens like pretty recently within the last like year.
Hmm.
And I mean it's a great movie. I don't think it's close to Alien. I mean I think Alien's
Agreed.
way better.
Agreed.
And there's definitely people, I mean, well, we can get more into this, but even at the time, it had a rep of being like, okay, they're getting away from the horror already. Like this is already like an action game
Right.
now.
Right. Yeah.
Um, I'm just thinking how like in Aliens, there's like it's not quite comedy, but there's some like semi-comedic sequences, or at
Hmm.
least some like tension-breaking sequences where it kind of feels the same way, where it's like, again,
Yeah.
it's broadening it, it's becoming more popular, but the things that the people that really love the first one, they're getting away from that core.
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of happens here too. Even though I really enjoy this game. I think it's
I
really
do too.
great, but it's definitely it's a different vibe already than the first one.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. And I think, I don't know, I do think that the Alien Aliens comparison is useful. I also think it's like it's such a cliche now. And
Yeah.
like, and maybe I just feel like that's invoked ad nauseum. But maybe that's also because things like Alien and Predator continually invoke that themselves, like those franchises, you
Yeah,
know?
they do. Yeah, those franchises in particular, they love their callbacks.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Add an S or put a the, right? The
Or
Predator.
make it Alien Cube if you're David Fincher.
Oh yeah, yeah, Alien
Yeah.
Cubed. Yeah. So yeah, I think for better or worse, the game is the Aliens to Resident Evil's Alien. Um, do we want to get into some of the kind of that we alluded to with regard to
Yeah.
like Elza Walker and 1.5?
Yeah, let's do that. Um, so yeah, 1.5 Miyakami was kind of overseeing things at this point, and he deemed the game essentially not fun. Like I think the quote I read
Yeah,
was, there's good pieces of it, but it wasn't coming together as a whole, and it was never going to turn into anything.
yeah.
So they made what I'm sure was the, tough and probably unpopular decision to just scrap the thing when they were about like 60 to 80% done,
Which is
which
brutal.
is
That's
it's a
brutal.
ballsy move. Not that it never happens today, but I just feel like game costs have gone so much higher that like it would have sent back like many, many years to do that today. It would be
Yeah,
like a Metroid Prime 4 where it's been in development for like 10 years type of thing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
but yeah, so they restarted development. They also changed the scenario up quite a bit. They brought in a TV scriptwriter named Nobuo Sigamura.
Mm, yeah.
Initially, he was brought in as be like a consultant, eventually just ended up writing the scenario. So he really wanted to connect it more to the first game and then leave room for sequels as well. So this was, originally going to be wrap up this story and, Umbrella, they beat Umbrella, the good guys win, the zombie threat is eliminated. And Noboru is like, no, I see, I had a vision. I see planes crashing into volcanoes. I see cruise
Mm.
ships full of zombies. I see Jake from Resident Evil 6. Just trying to think of other crazy things that happens. I see the Spanish flu and Gothic castles. It's like
I
there's so many places we can go with this.
I see
We can't shut it down.
Joe Baker punching molded in the swamps.
I see, yeah, hillbilly molded fight clubs going on. I see
Yeah,
so many creepy evil children.
he saw it all.
He
Um,
saw it all.
yeah,
Specifically, he said Elza Walker, no dice. Claire Redfield, that's where it's at.
right, right. Thus,
And don't worry, she can still ride a motorcycle.
right, because she does.
Because she does.
She does. Fun fact is that Noboru Sugamura wrote for the original Japanese Power Rangers.
Really?
Yeah, so
Oh, nice.
that's an interesting through line, just like I would never have guessed
Yeah.
that. And then I guess something else you're saying that makes me just kind of pause and reflect is like, I feel like in the year of our Lord 2025, like franchise stuff feels like kind of out of control. But like even if we go back 27 years ago, the fact that there was clearly a change made in part due to franchising, like,
Hmm.
expanding this franchise, which is, I guess I'm happy about, but also it's just weird to think of those logics as really present back then
Yeah,
when I wasn't thinking about it as a kid.
that's interesting. Because yeah, even then, like especially like the sequels before this, like definitely there's tons and tons of sequels, but it's not like there was like deep Mario lore or anything. Everything was
No,
kind of like it's a
no.
street sort of like, well, let's make a sequel. Like there was no, yeah, the idea that like, oh, we can't shut this down. We need to expand the world was, yeah, kind of felt like kind of a new thing, at least for games at the time.
Right. And that
Yeah.
is something I read in the Itchy Tasty book was that in contrast to Capcom's other kind of prominent franchises, this one was moving in the direction of like lore and
Hmm.
universe building, whereas like Ghosts and Goblins and like Street Fighter were not really engaged with that.
Yeah.
At the Street Fighter, especially at that time, right? Which eventually gets more complicated, but
Yeah.
not in 1998.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, Big thing with this game is you could have up to 7 zombies on screen at one time. That feels like a very like 1998 like pull quote.
Yes.
Like, oh
Yes.
man, look how many people you can have on the screen.
And I don't even think I realized that there were those kinds of technical limitations in the original. I'd never thought about how many enemies were
Yeah,
on screen.
it never occurred to me. And they do play with that a lot. Um, Especially like in the early part of the game, you were getting like swarmed by zombies a
Oh
lot.
man.
Like they're very into that.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with it. I think it's yeah, like we talked about, it kind of makes it into more of an action game. Yeah, I think they're going for kind of a Dawn of the Dead type of feel where there's this
Yeah.
like you're
Yeah.
overwhelmed, but yeah, it works sometimes, doesn't work other times.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And I see that you noted that they're both male and female zombies, which I also didn't realize from one that they were only presumably male zombies.
Yeah, I guess that was in the Wikipedia.
Hmm.
Um, I guess in general, there's just probably just more character models for the zombies.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so some are more like female coded, I guess.
Okay.
Because yeah, can
Yeah.
you look at a zombie and be like, that zombie's a lady? Their skin's
Yeah.
falling off.
Yeah. I feel like they kind of lose gender,
Yeah,
right? In a way that's like, well, we could really do a deep dive on this. I'm like, gender is like continual practices unfolding over time. So like if you're not alive, then how are you
that's
constructing
true.
that?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, the zombies are not performing gender.
I don't think so.
They're
No.
not.
No.
But nevertheless,
Yeah. I
there's
am
female zombies in this game.
make it in
Yeah.
at all. Uh
I
yeah.
also thought of Sinbad, where he goes, "Men be acting zombies at the mall." That famous Sinbad quote?
No.
Yeah.
Do you know he's a DU alum?
He's a what alum? Oh, Denver
Sorry.
University alum.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no,
Although
I know.
he actually like maybe either he didn't graduate or he did, but then he said he's like, fuck that place.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, I didn't have a good time
Huh.
there. So
Well, that's too bad.
yeah. Yeah. Um,
I always kind of like Sinbad. He seems like I don't know. I should probably read his Wikipedia quick and make sure there's not a controversy section or it's not
yeah.
too long.
Yeah, I'm like, is he what's his deal?
I know
Oh
he's
my
in the
God,
Air
he's
Force.
oh, I didn't know he's 68.
I guess he's kind of been around forever, huh?
Yeah. In April
Seems like he
20
got a late start too.
in yeah, I guess 86. So yeah.
Yeah, so he would have been like in his 30s or almost 30, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is interesting that it says in April 2009, Sinbad was listed as one of the 10 worst tax debtors in the state of California.
That's not that bad. I don't think it's
Yeah.
like a moral failing at all. I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't sway me one way or another in terms of Sinbad.
I do feel like I heard some not good stuff about him, but I don't remember what it is. Maybe that's not even true.
Yeah, I'm sure if you watch a Sinbad routine from like 1992 today, there'd be a million things that would make you like. want to crawl out of your skin. Just like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. But
Yeah, yeah.
it's of its time.
Of
So
its time. Yeah.
yeah. Did you ever see the Sinbad episode of It's Always Sunny?
No, no.
It's really good. It's very funny.
Interesting.
Uh,
What year is
yeah.
that from?
I think it's from season 4. It's like early on in Sunny.
Okay.
But yeah, it also has Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20 in it too. But
It took me a
it's a good
second to,
one.
yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis he goes to like a mental institution and Sinbad's like running the place
As
and like abuse
himself?
yeah, he plays himself and he
Oh,
like
okay.
is abusing Dennis and then Rob Thomas is there too. But then later it's all in Dennis's head because he had a concussion. So
Oh, okay. Wow.
yeah.
That's so strange that,
Yeah. But it's a
yeah.
good episode.
Okay. Nice.
Um anyway, I
Into
can't
it.
remember how we got into Sinbad.
Yeah, that reminds me, sorry, real quick. You're trying to get us on track, but
No,
there
I'm
was
not. Trying to get us off track.
there
Uh,
there was a trivia question a few weeks ago that had the word fellatio in it, and I wrote in there's like it's just a Google form, so you can put in comments,
yeah.
and I just wrote in like haven't read the word or haven't heard the word fellatio like read out loud or like spoken aloud for like a pretty long time. And our trivia host said, and somebody wrote that they hadn't heard the word fellatio for years. And and I said, that was me. And I said that I hadn't heard it spoken aloud. There's a difference. I was just like, it's the context. I was like, it's not like, oh my gosh, that's like so what a foreign concept to me.
Uh,
Anyway, um, I
uh,
see that you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're fine. I was gonna make a fellatio sand joke, like Horatio Sands, but it wasn't working.
Yeah,
He said fellatio sands.
that's funny. That's also dark because apparently he was like grooming minors on the set of SNL.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, and apparently I
Oh,
read that Jimmy Fallon like knew about it and or like facilitated it.
that wouldn't
But
surprise me. I don't like Jimmy Fallon.
no, no,
And I
not at
never
all.
liked Horatio Sands either. I never thought he was funny.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about him for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
Especially because he was there when I was like, not like peak peak, but like that late 90s when it was, like why am I blanking on the tall fella, like Will
Will
Ferrell,
Ferrell.
yeah,
Yeah,
was there
yeah,
and like yeah, it was a good cast, but
yeah,
except for him. So
yeah,
and
yeah,
Jimmy Fallon.
yeah. Uh-uh.
Uh, yeah, we're punchy this
Yeah,
week.
I
I don't
know.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Um,
this week we got Sinbad, we got Horatio Sands, we got Rob Thomas all on the
we got Rob
show.
Thomas, Matchbox 20. There's one part of the show where he Sinbad, he goes, grab his shoe, bring his testicles. I just I think about that a lot.
Um,
Uh,
that's hilarious. I
it's
don't
very
even have the
funny.
context for it, but I feel like
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Um, where
Uh,
were we? You can have
uh,
7 zombies at a time. For better or for worse.
the I will say in terms of characters, I do think that this is a stronger and more robust cast of characters than the first game.
I would agree with that, especially like the supporting cast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we kind of had fun in the when we were going over the first game, going over all these characters. They're just there, they just die right away. You just find their body, and really not much to them at all. And yeah, there's actually like there's much more interaction, especially with the villains. Or not
Yeah.
even the villains, but just kind of like the antagonists
hmm
who are also like
hmm
victims of Umbrella in their way. So that's kind of an interesting type of thing.
It is. Yeah.
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 Real quick before we fully jump into the characters, I just wanted to
Yeah.
mention got some stats here.
Ooh.
So we got this was the fastest selling game in North America when it
At the
came out
time or okay.
at the time. Yeah.
I was like, I don't think that still holds.
That doesn't still hold, but it was the sixth best-selling game of 1998, and 5 million copies were sold just on the PlayStation alone.
Wow.
And that was
Wow.
ported to several other consoles and has been remade in 2019, famously.
Um,
Sorry, everyone needs to know how well this game sold.
yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
what you wrote kind of, or sorry, what you said prompted me to jump into, like sales figures. And so, yeah, in terms of the PlayStation 1 best-selling games, it's number 13. But
that's
it,
fitting for a horror game.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, beat out titles such as Tekken 2, Final Fantasy 9, Spyro, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, um, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories.
Who could forget?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! Forgotten Memories. Uh, anyway, so yeah, pretty successful. Pretty successful.
Yeah.
Pop quiz. What do you think was the number one selling game on the PS1? I
Of
don't
all
think I,
time,
yeah, I don't think I would guess it,
I'm
but
gonna go. I feel like it's probably like something that you wouldn't think of if you were just like a gamer type gamer. Like it's probably something super mainstream. It's like Madden 98 or
uh,
something.
okay, I
No?
get what you're going for. It's Gran
Yeah.
Turismo.
Gran Turismo, really? That surprises me.
Yeah,
That's gotta include like that's worldwide.
let's see. I believe it is.
I don't remember Gran Turismo being like a super huge thing in the States. I mean, it was big, but compared to
Yeah,
like a Final Fantasy VII, like I don't think it
right,
was.
right. I
Yeah.
mean, it outsold Final Fantasy VII by it looks like 600,000 copies, so considerable, but not huge in terms of these kinds of rankings. But that is a little surprising. It was like, I think it was surprising, then it was not surprising, and now it's surprising again.
Yeah. But yeah, you have could give me a bunch of guesses before I got to
Yeah,
Gran Turismo. So
yeah. So,
yeah. Now if it
um,
was Gran Torino on the PS1,
with
that would
Clint
have
Eastwood,
sold. Yeah, with Clint Eastwood.
oh yeah.
A rare video game that a video game tie-in that comes out 10 years before the movie.
Oh yeah, that would
Yeah.
be. I feel like he'd be. I think he would hate that.
He would hate it or
Yeah, yeah,
Clint Eastwood? Yeah,
yeah.
do you think Clint Eastwood's ever played a video game? Probably not.
No,
If
I
he
don't
has,
think
probably
so.
like his grandkid like shoved a Game Boy and he's like, what is this? What's this
Yeah,
bullshit? He
yeah.
says, yeah, fuck,
Maybe
what's this?
he.
What's this bullshit?
Is that what
Is
he
that good
sounds
Clint
like?
Eastwood? I think
I
now, because
don't.
he's like 95.
Yeah, he's really
At the time he was
old.
more like I got it.
Yeah.
Well, well, but, uh,
Is
I was gonna
this?
do a Pokemon thing. I was like, that's lame. Doing like an old guys can't say Pokemon joke.
Oh,
That's a joke
okay.
from like 2001. So I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
these Pokemons tell you what dirty hair would think about that.
Are we gonna imitate a old white guy on every episode? Because
I think we should.
I think that's yeah.
Yeah, that should be a running joke.
That is funny. And we
Yeah.
we could Bart market ourselves the only Resident Evil podcast with this running joke. Sorry, real quick. I probably asked you this. Have you ever watched Peacemaker?
No, the Max show?
Yeah.
No, I have not. I've heard it's good.
It's funny. So I realize that I think Tim Meadows is very funny,
Tim
which
Meadows is
is
awesome. I didn't know Tim Meadows was on it.
yeah. So he's on the
I'll watch it
second
for sure.
season, and he has this line about this character who's like kind of a nerd, and he says that motherfucker looks like he's caught all the Pokemons. Yeah.
Real
So
quick, too, I'm looking at the best-selling home video games on Wikipedia,
like
and it's like
ever.
broken. It's in 1998.
Oh,
It's broken out so bizarrely. It's like the top one is like, here's the best-selling games in Japan, the United States, and Germany, all
that's
like combined.
bizarre.
It's like, when does Germany have to do with anything? Were they a particularly big video game market? I mean, I know it's a big country, but were
I've
they like that
never.
much bigger? That's like, well, we can't just lump it with Europe. We got,
Yeah, that's weird.
yeah,
I've never thought about that.
yeah. I haven't either.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
anyway. Of those three countries, the top selling was the Pokemon Red slash Blue
Oh,
games.
that was 98. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Pretty impressive for a Game Boy game to hit that top spot.
Yeah, that game was huge. I mean, everybody had that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy. So,
Yeah. But yeah, RE2 characters.
RE2 characters.
Let's do characters. So we have
So,
arguably the GOAT of Resident Evil characters.
got Leon Scott Kennedy. Is it
Yeah.
Scott?
Is it?
I don't know. I know it's Leon S. Kennedy. What does the S
Uh,
stand for?
I don't think it's Steven.
Leon Steven doesn't sound very good. It comes up as Leon Scott Kennedy on
No, you're
fandom.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Did you know he's
Um,
Italian American?
I read that too, and I was like, what a random
Yeah, I'm like, is that?
little note. And he doesn't like. There's nothing Italian coded about him,
Nope.
which I guess is fine. Like, I don't know. I mean,
To
I
their
don't even
to
be
their
like,
credit,
yeah.
yeah.
But then it's like, why bother making him? And like, Kennedy's not like an Italian name. Kennedy's like an Irish name.
Right.
Yeah. So that's kind of weird.
Which is like pretty famously an Irish name.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's like one of the, you might as well be, Leon O'Shanahy.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like I don't
The,
know
the,
the
the famous
geopolitics of
Iranian American Leon McLeod. Yeah. From Kazakhstan. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it either.
Yeah, strange.
Yeah.
So you
The only
have
thing I can think of, this is a bizarre connection, but I remember seeing, there's something about like it being a controversy in Italy. Do you remember this? This is in the controversy section on the Wikipedia for Resident Evil 2. In Italy, Resident Evil 2 was temporarily banned in 1999 following criticism from the political organization Civil Rights Movement for its realistic depiction of violence,
huh.
and they seized a bunch of copies of it.
Wow, that seems
So
pretty extreme.
my theory was going to be that they made him Italian American as like a nod to that, but that the timeline doesn't add
I
up.
see. I
Yeah,
see.
so that's where I was going with that, but disregard.
Okay. I do like
Um,
the the theory building.
yes, yeah, I was I was so close,
Yeah.
but so close, but so far away. So anyway, Leon Candy, yeah, the goat. I don't know.
Maybe.
He
Maybe.
might be my favorite character
Yeah.
of the series, at least for playable characters.
Yeah. Resourceful,
Hmm.
as I see you have here in your notes, looks like Leonardo DiCaprio.
I feel like I didn't find anything officially about this, but he's got to be inspired by Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Like he's got the same hair, he's got the
Yeah.
same, yeah,
He's got that Leo decap Titanic hair. Right?
yeah,
That kind of
yeah. He has like the classic like middle part,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
and he's
true.
like he seems like about the same age, and he's blonde, and I don't know.
Yeah. It is
I feel
funny.
like
I
they were had him in mind at least. Sorry.
No, well, that's interesting because I mean we'll get into it later, but I always thought Steve Burnside was the kind of Leo analog.
From Veronica.
Yeah, like deliberately a heartthrob. Whereas I don't know if people think Leon Kennedy's a sex symbol.
Oh, I think so.
Really? I mean,
In
I
this
think
house,
so. I think so too. And I do remember back in 2004, 2005 when Resident Evil 4 came out.
they
I
sex him
was
up quite a bit for four.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
I was like, this person's hot, right? And one of my friends was like, yeah, for sure.
you just showed a picture of like the like the RE4 manual.
And they think it's like what the like chainsaw guy. They're like, oh
The
yeah.
chainsaw guy.
It's
I
like,
mean
no,
the chainsaw guy.
that's okay.
But yeah, I don't know. He looks very yeah. I always thought that about him. It was like I bet they had Leo in mind when they were designing this.
Yeah, I could see that.
Hmm.
I did note that in the cutscene, which we'll talk about later, that I said, is Leon dot 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 a ginger? Because they do make his hair look really red
His hair was like red
in the
tinted in
cutscene.
the cutscene. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was bizarre. Um so I was kind of confused about this, and I vaguely remember it from the novelization
Okay.
because in the game he's driving to Raccoon City, right? Like this is the
Yeah.
opening.
Yeah.
And he's wearing his police uniform, but
Yes.
it's nighttime. And he's going for his first day. So it's like, well, is his first day at night? Or like, is he
Yeah.
just gonna like get a hotel and sleep in his uniform? Like, I don't know. That was just bizarre to
That's
me.
true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. It is strange.
Yeah.
And
But in
also Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, just because in the novel they do clarify that he's late. He's like extremely late for his first date. He's like freaking out, so he wants to like show up.
He's
And I guess he was like 10 hours late. Like it's dark. He's just showing up. It's not a good first date. Not a good first impression.
That's hilarious.
Um,
Is it? And you said he's late on his first day due to a fight with his girlfriend?
yeah, that was in the fandom. And I think it was from
That's interesting.
like a book. But yeah, it said it was really dark. It said that he got into a fight with his girlfriend and that got like drunk and like passed out and like slept through it.
The hell?
Like slept through his first day. I was like, I don't know if I want Leon to be that dark,
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Like I want Leon to be kind of like a lovable scamp type of character, not like a
yeah,
severe like alcoholic.
right. That's also just like, that doesn't fit with like the game at all.
No, it really doesn't. And they also like they made me an orphan, which I'm like, how many orphans does this game need? Like they're just because Claire and Chris are both orphans too.
Wait, are they
So I
canonically
don't know.
orphans?
It's I think so. Isn't that why they're so close? Because Chris was like had to be like her dad, even though they're like
Yeah,
5 years apart.
that resonates. I also know that was a major plot point in the really shitty 2021 Resident Evil movie, so it could be that that movie is picking up aspects of the game, but I totally forgot
Yeah.
that if that's true. Um,
Yeah. I mean the citation says it's from Biohazard 2 official guidebook. And it
Interesting.
was, yeah, so it's some kind of Japan thing. But it says Kennedy had no travel plans or apartment in Raccoon City. Not okay. And in his hasty departure, he broke up with his girlfriend. Stopping at a motel for the night, he passed out from heavy drinking and woke up on the afternoon of September 29th. Hungover and now late, Kennedy continued driving to the city to report to the station. So he's going to show up yeah, like 10 hours late and drunk for his first shift on the police force. And they're going to be like, here's your gun.
Yeah, that's nuts to me, and
Yeah.
not to like
And
nip.
also, he had a gun already. And wasn't it a
Right, he
cop
didn't.
car? This whole story doesn't add up.
No, it doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
Okay.
I don't know how to make it make sense though, because it is nighttime. He is in his uniform. He is in a cop car. It is his first day.
Yeah,
Um,
logistics, like, do they, like, if I got a job as a police officer in Des Moines, Iowa, like, they wouldn't send me a cop car to drive to the job with. That wouldn't make any sense.
no, no, and I don't think that they would do that in any other city either.
May- Maybe in maybe in Perugia that happens, but not here in Des Moines.
Not in Des Moines.
Yeah. Listen,
Um,
son, my gruff police chief would say, listen here, son. Listen here. It's Clint Eastwood again.
it's Clint Eastwood.
It's Clint's my chief, and he says, listen, that shit might fly in Rapid City, South Dakota, but it's not gonna fly in Des Moines, Iowa. So, was that any better as a Clint?
It was better. It was more
It was
coherent.
better. Okay, it's
Yeah,
more coherent. Yeah.
yeah.
So, although
Um,
he's usually not the chief, he's usually the guy getting yelled at by the chief.
oh
So
yeah,
he's
yeah.
playing against type in this fantasy of mine.
Yeah, in this Resident
Yeah,
Evil
it's Resident
police
Evil
Gran
fantasy.
Torino fantasy. Um, y-
I will say, making him new to the job kind of makes sense that he like doesn't know what's going on and doesn't know like the layout of the police station.
yeah,
So like
yeah,
as a character the player is playing, he's like as confused as us and being like, why are there like crests and keys and like
that's true.
box pushing puzzles in this police station? So
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I will say that I think that is a useful kind of entry point for the player to kind of step into this world. I think not to nitpick it too much, but I guess it makes sense if he was late and then he just gets to Raccoon City and he's like, "Whoa, what's happening?" But also,
yeah,
I guess like we don't really get enough insight in the original to like wouldn't the characters kind of know that all hell is breaking
it's
loose?
yeah, it seems like that would like even in 1998 like make the news that like the entire city had been overrun by zombies.
Yeah,
Like somebody would have checked it out before then, Like it
and
wouldn't just be. dipshit Leon and Claire looking for her brother were like the first people to find out about it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
that's a
remember.
little movie
Yeah,
magic-y, I guess.
it is. And also, I mean, radio exists. I don't remember if the trucker is listening to anything on the radio in this
Yeah.
version. I don't think so.
Yeah. Breaker breaker zombies, you know,
Yeah.
12 o'clock type of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I guess if you wanted to really headcanon it real hard, you could be like, well, Umbrella's keeping under wraps somehow.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're jamming the signal and yeah, yada. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, that's
Makes
Leon.
sense. Makes
I like
sense.
Leon.
I do too. Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's,
Yeah.
doing his best.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
I
has
do.
big like golden retriever energy, as we'd say
He sure
in
does.
2025. So
Yeah. Yeah.
have a himbo.
Especially in his interactions with Ada, which
Hmm.
we'll get to.
Oh,
Um,
he like falls so hard for Ada so fast.
it's
It's kind
it's
of it's a little bro.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Claire is a fun protagonist. I don't know why I sounded so uncertain about
You sound
that,
like you're
but
trying to talk yourself into her.
no, I like Claire. I do think I do think that she's a fun character. They clearly give her a kind of independent streak
Hmm.
with the kind of Elsa Walker motorcycle attributes in her
Yeah.
jacket, which
The classic college biker chick archetype.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Did you know college bikers in who are
No,
women in college?
no. That was supposed to be a joke because that's like not a thing, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fit okay.
Yeah. Maybe
Uh,
it's, I don't know. Maybe it should be a thing. Maybe
maybe.
Claire was about to get that going before she got sidetracked with Umbrella and Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
think
But
that's likely. What does her jacket say? Born in Flames? Did I make that up?
is that what it says? That's pretty cool if it does say
Oh, it's
that.
Made in Heaven. That's her jacket.
Made in Heaven. I don't like that as much.
Yeah,
That's
that seems weird.
that seems like one of those like sassy t-shirts that like a preppy girl would buy, you know?
Um,
And you like roll your eyes when you see it. I
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. It I don't know. It's
I
weird.
don't think it fits.
It strikes me as a little narcissistic. But the jacket's cool.
The jacket itself is cool.
Yeah,
Maybe it was a gift from a
maybe.
well-meaning aunt. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Although
Um,
their parents and Chris raised them, I don't know why they'd have an aunt that was just like, here's a bad jacket. That's all you're gonna get.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Sorry about your parents dying. Um, so
yeah.
I did do some reading about blood types before this. I know everyone loves the blood type talk.
Blood type analysis is back, the number one
Blood
requested feature.
BTA is back, baby. But no, she is type O, which is, if you remember correctly, the same blood type as Chris. So then I was thinking, like, do siblings always have the same blood type? Like, is that a thing?
I don't think so. I've never heard
You're
that before.
you're you're very correct. I was hoping I could get you. You'd be like, oh yeah, is it? But no, it's not. But they can have the same thing. And particularly if they're O, like you remember like Punnett squares in school? You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Like the
Yeah, yeah,
thing,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So it would be it makes sense for them both to be O, because O is like a recessive type of
Mm,
gene.
okay.
Yeah, so the parents could both, yeah, like the parents could both be O, and then they'd both be O.
I don't think that this has ever been speculated before, just to be clear. I think this is
About
new
about clearing
ground.
about the Mr. and Mrs. Redfield
Blood
and their blood
type
types.
as
Yeah,
related to their children. No, I don't
yeah.
think so.
I'm gonna have to track down, yeah, track down some old Capcom devs and ask them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
seriously.
but anyway, she's type O. So if you remember that, remember the types that was easygoing with leadership ability. I think that's true.
I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right.
Um, and insensitive and unpunctual. I could see both those. I could see
Mhm.
unpunctual more for Leon. I mean, we just,
Yeah.
10 hours late his
Yeah.
first shift, but
I
she's
think
still, showing up in the middle of the night unannounced to see her brother. So
right. And I do think there are some arguably insensitive moments with Sherry Birkin. That makes it sound more inappropriate, which I don't mean, but just things she's not thinking about.
yeah, yeah. I mean, she's young.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah,
Canonically, was she like 19 in this
I
game?
think so. I mean, she's definitely like an undergrad,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Um,
Interesting.
Also in the books, there's a note that they always meet at the same diner and order cheeseburgers. Her and
That's kind
her
of
and Chris.
endearing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of endearing too.
Yeah.
I could see Chris being like, this is my favorite restaurant type of guy, and the restaurant just sucks. But he just
hmm
loves it. And
hmm
but in like a nice way where you're like, oh, Chris, he likes his,
Yeah,
he likes his comfort food.
he's supporting the community.
Yeah, yeah, he likes the, jokes with the servers and everybody knows his order.
Yeah.
Walks in, they're like, the usual. He's like, you know it.
That's like the nicest thing you said about Chris, and
It was the nicest thing.
probably will say about Chris.
It is because I'm about to say something kind of mean.
Bring it.
He'd be a horrible brother-in-law, right? Like
Oh yeah.
imagine dating Claire, and then Chris
Oh,
is like on your ass all the time.
ugh.
But like, what do you do with my sister? Type of one of those type of
Yeah, he'd
guys.
probably
So
challenge you to arm wrestling a lot.
yeah,
And it's like, I don't want to do this,
yeah,
man. Like, creepazoid.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
look out for him, but not just like,
Yeah. I'm gonna
just in,
aggress this person.
yeah,
Like
just in general.
he would. Yeah, he would.
Um,
And I will say that I think it is kind of a bummer that we don't really understand the sibling dynamic until Code Veronica.
yeah, we really don't. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, you found out pretty quickly that Chris is not there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's off doing his investigation thing.
Yeah. And I think
Um,
he's in Europe by
he's
this
in
point,
Europe,
which
yeah, and he
is like,
didn't. He probably should have told her something. I mean, they kind of explain it that like, oh, you don't want to like put her at risk, but it's like, well, you can have made something up. Be like, oh, I got reassigned to France.
right.
I'll
Isn't
be
that
gone for a bit.
wild to uncover a conspiracy and then just leave the country and not
Yeah, not even
tell
like
your
tell. Yeah, not
yeah.
even give a heads up. Like, hey, don't look for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just be like,
Yeah. Yeah. Bye.
yeah, bye.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah,
but
I do like
as we
Claire.
as we learned, Chris is insensitive. That's
He
one of the
is.
traits of these old people.
His recessive trait.
His recessive O blood makes him insensitive, just like his parents, just like his dead parents. Uh,
You know who's not insensitive?
who? Okay, now here is a fan favorite. People love this character, I think.
Marvin
Nobody
Branagh.
thinks so. Oh, yes.
Bait and switch, baby.
A sex symbol.
Yeah. Our resident exposition provider, Martin Branagh,
Marvin Branagh.
who gets a pretty raw deal, right? We encounter him pretty injured. He's bleeding out. He becomes a zombie. Have to, well, I guess you don't have to kill him. You
You don't
can,
have to, but again, like we kind of talked about last time, it feels like you're putting him out of his misery,
yeah,
Like
yeah,
he probably won't want to be a zombie. He very forcefully, like, gives you his exposition dump, helps you as much as he can, and then he like in the nicest way possible, like threatens to shoot you. He's kind of like a get out of here before I turn
yeah,
and hurt you type of guy. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But
Probably meant
obviously,
to shoot himself and then just pass out or whatever. I don't know. I
oh,
guess it's hard
yeah,
to
yeah.
speculate, but
Obviously, uh, your lead-in was not about Marvin Branagh, who I
no.
mistakenly called Martin Branagh. So sorry,
Oh yeah, that's okay.
sorry, Marv.
Um, do you think he's any relation to Kenneth Branagh? I'm gonna say no, just because you know.
I mean, because he's black.
I wasn't gonna say it, but makes it less likely, right? I don't know.
I don't people like celebrities go on like those shows all the time and they're like, I'm related, you know.
Oh, is that
Like the gen you're like, what are you talking about? Those
what
genetic ones.
shows?
Like finding your roots or whatever.
Oh, I have enough of these shows. So it's like Maury Povich, like I'm not the father, but it says some guy, it's like I am your brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Bradley Cooper's like, I didn't know that like my family owned slaves and I'm sad.
Oh, is that a real thing that
Sounds
happened?
uh I'm like, what's that name? It might be.
Bradley Cooper is Captain Strays.
I'm
I
just
feel like that was somebody where
it was.
yeah, they found out their family owned slaves and they like made it all about themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's right because I looked up Bradley Cooper's slavery and I couldn't find anything.
And now I found a very, very strange website that I'll be blocking forever. So yeah.
Yeah. No, but somebody, this happened to somebody, and there
Maybe
was
Kenneth Branagh.
maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Uh, but
that got
no,
dark.
yeah, it
Sorry.
did. The real fan favorite. I'll give you a drum roll.
Is Miss Ada Wong.
Ada Wong.
So
Yeah.
official introduction to Ada. We had her mention a letter last game.
Yes.
Yeah, which is confirmed in this game to be the same Ada.
Correct. In the researcher's memo from Resident Evil 1,
Yes.
though there was no mention of her last name, if I recall
There was
correctly.
not, no, it was just Ada, but she
Yeah.
is, yeah. Full name Ada Wong. She's mysterious.
Right.
She has a very fitting blood type because she's AB. So AB is talented and composed. That I mean, rock solid right there.
Yep.
And eccentric and two-faced, also rock solid.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, very, very fitting
Right.
for her. I like that she's wearing flats in this game.
That's really observant. I totally didn't even catch that.
Yeah. Well, because
Yeah.
she's always had like heels on in the other games, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's not very practical, you know.
No. No.
So yeah, she's very practically dressed, which I like.
Yeah. I do think, I think she's an interesting character. I do appreciate that she clearly has ulterior motives, right? Her cover is that she's in Raccoon City to find her
Well, she's looking
partner,
for, yeah,
John,
her boyfriend. Yeah, that's her
right?
cover story.
Right. But that doesn't, even I think in the game, that doesn't seem quite right.
Yeah, it's even simple Leon is very quickly like, about
Hmm.
that. So he
Yeah.
doesn't fully buy it either.
Yeah.
But her, do you play as her when you play as Claire? I don't think so, because you don't really interact with her, do you?
Not as Claire, no. But
Okay.
as Leon, yeah.
Yeah, so you do get to play with as her as Leon, and for her special item, like Leon has like a lighter, and she has like a little picture of her and John Clemens.
Oh,
So
I didn't even realize that. That's
yeah,
sweet.
it's and yeah, I wasn't sure if that was supposed to be like, oh, it's sweet she actually like did come to care about this guy,
Hmm.
or if it's more like just part of the cover story where she can show like, oh look, I'm looking for this guy type of thing.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
probably that one.
I think
Uh,
so. That's pretty smart on behalf of the developers, though, if they're trying to persuade us that she is actually doing what she
yeah,
says she's doing.
that she says she's doing. Yeah,
But I will say,
yeah.
I think that it's really hard to, if I remember correctly, I think it's really hard to totally understand her motives from this game alone. Like I am
Yes.
triangulating a lot with later games, but I don't think it's actually ever really made explicit whether or not she is a spy in this game. Is it?
I don't think so. It's much more flesh on the books
Yeah.
where she has like yeah, she was like hired to like recover the G virus, you know. That's like kind of a mysterious shadowy organization type of thing. But yeah. I like
Right.
her character. I like it in this game. She gets kinda she's another one that they sex up, I think, to the detriment of her character later
I
on,
think so
where it
too.
just makes her less interesting, I think, personally. But
Yeah. And I actually think that the ambiguity of this character in the original as opposed to the remake, I think, yeah, to the character's benefit. I think it becomes a little tropier when, the dialogue and the cutscenes and the voice acting is more developed in the remake. Um, you know,
yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I yeah. There's another world where she was a more interesting character than she ended up being. Although she's still, you know, a fan favorite. People still like Ada Wong.
they do.
Um, and I do too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, we'll talk more about Ada when we get into the game itself and discuss the plots and everything. Another big character that we're introduced to, who goes on to have a role later on in the series, is Sherry Birkin.
Sherry Birkin.
She's next on my list. She makes me sad. I don't know. I feel so bad for her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
11. She's a latchkey kid. Her parents are off creating bioweapons, and she's, you know, coming home to eat dry ramen noodles.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
clothed in garb that is even dated for the time. Kind of
Yeah.
looks like, I don't know, a weird sailor outfit.
Yeah. Yeah, like you
Like,
yeah, I get the impression their parents don't really like that they don't care, but they're too busy. They're not,
right.
yeah, they're just giving her saying, these
Yeah.
clothes are fine.
Yeah. A little bit
Uh
of a bummer.
yeah. I mean it
Also
kind of
at
makes sense that she could survive on her own because she's, probably used to kind of doing her own thing and solving her own problems.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's right. And I think maybe the first, is this right? I don't know why this is a notable first. The first child that we interact with in the series.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything that would be in one. I mean, Rebecca
Oh,
Chambers is 18, so she's
okay.
almost a
Yeah.
child.
Yeah. But like
She's
a
barely legal,
literal
if you will. Remember that was a thing? Is that so weird?
with Rebecca Chambers?
Well, no, just like pornography in general. That was like
Oh,
they would advertise being like these girls are so young. It's as young a girl as you can legally look at. Everybody's like, hell yeah, I want
yeah,
this in my apartment. That's weird.
that's fucking
It's
bizarre.
very
I don't like
bizarre.
it.
I
Yeah.
think we've moved away from that somewhat in our society, with at least it being like celebrated, being like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, at least like in a mainstream kind of sense.
yeah.
But yeah, Sherry, I mean, in this game is I do feel bad for her, but she is kind of
It's kind of
a
annoying too.
pseudo plot device. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of a,
Yeah, a little bit.
you
Yeah.
know,
Well, very much later on, she's like, not to give anything away for this game, but she's being pursued by a certain monster, if you will,
a certain William.
a certain father that turns up to a monster. Real quick with Sherry, I noticed this. I don't know if this is like deliberate or not, but there's a lot of areas in the police station where there's like pulled out vents.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, that's like where she's like hiding. That's like a
Yeah.
subtle, like, yeah, sort of thing that like there's somebody else here that's like crawling around and hiding. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought that was well done, and I do think that, especially because I haven't played this game before, when there's one door, I think in particular, where the bottom is like cracked out. And,
Oh,
it
interesting.
seems like much to what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I think as a player, I was like, how do I get in there? And you never get in there, but it's just showing that that's how
It's just
Sherry
showing that
gets around.
there's a smaller creature running around this
Right.
place. So, yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of a cool little plot device, gives both Claire and Leon kind of something to protect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So,
Are we on the Birkin clan?
yeah, so we got the mom and dad, parents of the year over here.
Yep. Yep.
So do they do much? Not really. There's kind of,
In the game?
yeah, I mean they do, but like motivation wise, I'm not
Mm,
getting a lot from them. They're not like real deep characters.
no.
Yeah.
I think William is fleshed out in the remake, as is Annette. There are some, I think, key plot points with those characters, but they are kind of in the mad scientist
Yeah, very mad scientist
vein.
type of mold. Yeah. So
Yeah.
they're yeah, victims of Umbrella, but not like they're not on the side of good.
No,
Yeah.
they're victims, but they're also hastening like their own
Yeah. Like
demise.
if they're good, they'd be like, "Oh, we made this thing, we need to destroy it." Instead, they're kind of trying to just like also, sell it to the highest bidder,
Right.
basically. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. Which is
yeah,
like actually kind of it's like a little boring, but it's like maybe more complicated than being totally two-dimensional.
yeah. I mean, yeah, at least it's like relatable or not relatable, but like understandable more so than just like in later R games, the villains are always just like, "Oh, I want power,"
Right.
and that's like it.
Right. Or
So
world
yeah,
domination. It's
yeah,
like eh,
yeah. He does begin the long Resident Evil tradition of just like turning himself to a monster, just
yeah.
just kind of, why not?
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of makes sense here because he's really seems like he's trying to go after like revenge, like that's his motivation
Hmm.
for doing it.
Hmm.
More so than he's like, oh, once I become a monster, I'll like rule the world. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't think we get a sense of his 5-year plan, really.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Doctor? That's why he didn't get promoted.
Right. Right.
He had
Yeah.
his review, and they're like, you've done great work with this G virus. You've made a lot of horrible monsters, just a lot of total killing machines that would devastate society if they were released. So you did good there. But I'm just wondering where you see yourself in 5 years, Dr. Burke. And he goes, well, I would also be a huge monster. I inject myself with my virus and become an out of control maniac with multiple faces growing out of me. And, yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
they're like,
that does get pretty gross.
it is. Yeah,
Pretty gross.
yeah, it's very into, William is like very body horror,
Yeah.
more so than more so than the creatures we saw in the first game. So,
Yes. Yeah.
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 And that's his wife. That's kind of her character. She doesn't,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. She I feel like they're on the same obviously they're on the same side, but their goals are aligned. I don't think there's really
Yeah.
much variation there.
Yeah. And not so much the game, but in the book, I don't love this in the book, but she's very much portrayed as being like, oh, my brilliant husband. Like her motivations are all about like William and saving
Yeah.
his work and stuff like that, which isn't like, I don't know, I just kind of, it's a weird dynamic because she's also like supposed to be a brilliant scientist, but I
Right.
don't know.
Right. It is interesting that they did not really they chose not to embrace like kind of maternal stereotypes. I think that's interesting. Sort of.
No, yeah, she
Like
really,
she doesn't really give a shit about Sherry in this game at
no.
all.
Yeah. Well, even like Sherry has a locket, not to spoil things, but that's given to her by Nat and just like has like the horrible the G virus in it. It's like, what a weird
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
cool.
It's like giving a kid like, yeah, like a grenade with a pin taken out and being like, here you go,
Yeah.
have fun. I don't know. It's very, very odd.
It's not great.
So not
It's
good
not
parents.
great.
They
Not great.
need some intervention. They need to go on one of those Maury type shows that we were talking
Oh,
about earlier. And
finding your
yeah.
roots. And they'll find that they were slave owners.
Uh,
All
um,
apologies to Bradley Cooper.
yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
Bradley.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
Um, oh man, do we want to talk about Brian Irons?
Brian Irons, man,
Ooh.
this is an interesting character. So he's kind of like the Spencer of this game, where he the in-game in-world explanation for like why is this such a crazy building is like, well, this guy is fucking nuts, is why.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's like
Yeah.
paranoid, he is just a total sadistic weirdo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very like creepy. Uh yeah, it's just yeah, his whole vibe is like medieval torture, basically. That seems
Pretty
to be what
much.
he's into.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I was shocked that they went so dark with that character. In
Yeah.
1998, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Like he's yeah, like implied to be like a pedophile.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
a serial rapist.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you find the secretary note early on where she's like, "Where's he get all this money to buy perverted art?"
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And he's verbally abusive to his secretary. Actually, multiple characters talk about they're like worried that he was going to like attack them.
hmm
Um, we do get an in-game explanation for why ammo is scattered around the station. I don't know if you caught that.
I did catch that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
yeah another one where it's like, and again, it's kind of like, why would you do that?
Right. Right.
Um, I usually don't like, oh, because they're crazy as a plot explanation, but he's so crazy that kind of works here. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it's as good as a answer as anything, I guess.
and they did say it was interesting. They said that he was paranoid about terrorism. And I'm like, I'm not agreeing with that, but I could see like somebody who's just totally like reactionary and like probably racist and xenophobic being like, "Oh, we need to,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's a cop, right? So, but yeah, his the note we get a fax later on in the game that comes through in the star's office, and this is in a memo called Mail to Chris, and it literally
Ooh.
comes through on a fax machine. It says, regarding Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of Raccoon City Police Department, Mr. Irons has allegedly received a sum of funds in bribes from Umbrella Inc. over the last 5 years. He was apparently involved in the cover-up of the Mansion Lab case, along with several other incidents in which Umbrella appears to have direct involvement. This is where it gets really
Oh yeah.
bad. Mr. Irons had been arrested under suspicion of rape on two separate counts during his years as a university student. He underwent psychiatric evaluation as a result of the charges, but was released due to circumstantial evidence as well as his phenomenal academic standing. As such, extreme caution is advised when dealing with him. This is from Jack Hamilton, Section Chief of Internal Investigations from the U.S. Federal Police Department. So you know it's bad if a cop is
It's
telling another
in
cop that,
internal affairs.
yeah, like that's
Yeah.
bad because they never do that. So yeah,
Yeah.
pretty rough. I guess we can get into the stuff with the mayor's daughter later, which is also pretty
Well,
upsetting.
you say that they never do it, but I'm looking at this note here, and it's like it's from an officer Serpico from New York. So I don't know. He might not be your typical cop. That's all I'm saying. He
Yeah.
might. Yeah.
Do you
Sorry.
want to do a you
You
want
you
to
also might have already said his name was Jack Hamilton, and I can't
I
remember. He said
did,
his
but
name.
that's okay.
Damn it! Yes. I was so focused on making my dumb Serpico joke. So yeah.
Can
Do I have an
we
Al Pacino impression?
yeah.
Not. I don't know if I have a good one or not. Yeah.
I just have his like Oscar flub from a few years
Yeah.
ago where he's like, "Tonight we honor the best films at the Academy. And for Best Picture, well, here I go." And he opens the envelope and just says it
Oh.
instead of saying the introducing them. He's just
Oh.
like,
That's very funny.
yeah, here,
He's quite old.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, here I
He
go.
was. Here I go. It's an awesome way to do that. I totally forgot what I was supposed to be doing. It's like, fuck it. What are they gonna do? I mean, I'll let you know. He was so good in The Irishman.
He was, yeah,
Yeah,
that was heartbreaking.
it was
Oof,
a heartbreaking, but man, like that, yeah, like the traffic scene where he's like meeting the gangsters out in Florida. He's
yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah,
so you dress for a meeting? It's like, well, we're in Florida. I don't care if we're in Florida or Timbuktu. You wear a suit to a meeting.
yeah.
So,
That's
yeah,
pretty
no,
good. I like
thank
that.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a
I do.
great. He's a great guy. Well, I shouldn't say that. He's a great
Yeah,
actor.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. He has like a really young kid, huh?
Yeah, it was one of those guys I had. Yeah, he had a kid when he was like 70.
Yeah.
Yeah. De
Yeah.
Niro has had kids recently too, hasn't he? Like
Like he
pretty.
has like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's like, I don't know, that feels like selfish to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
to be
like,
like, yeah, I'm gonna be dead by the time this kid is like 15. Like, yeah, it just seems
yeah.
odd to me. But
Yeah. I guess the kid's
yeah,
probably set up well, but still.
that's true. But
But
still,
like
it's like, yeah,
I
be
wouldn't have
like,
a child so they'd be economically secure.
yeah, yeah, like it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You've been better off adopting a 2-year-old and
Yeah.
then setting him or her up for success. So yeah, that's
Tune
what
in
I that's what I would have done if I wanted a kid when I was 70. I'd
tune
adopt a
in
kid.
tune in next week for thoughts on other celebrities' parenting decisions.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good way to go. Hey, they can't be worse than the Birkins, right?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, I
It's
guess
pretty
you could
bad.
be,
It's pretty
but
bad.
it'd have to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to be like going to jail bad to be worse than the
Yeah.
Birkins. So, but
Um,
yeah, Iron sucks. Yeah, very,
yeah.
very unsavory character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I kind of found Ben Bertolucci also unsavory. Did you
This
find
is
him
such an
unsavory?
this is like such an old-timey stereotype, right? Like even like the sleazy journalist.
Yeah, it feels like
Yeah.
regressive to
This
me.
is yeah, like I feel like this is like the last time we saw this. Like it feels so just even going back in like 1998, it feels like very outdated to be like, oh,
Yeah.
you know how those journalists are. You can't trust them. They're so
Yeah.
slimy.
Yeah. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like that's aged particularly well.
Yeah. Also, Leon's
Um,
like a huge dick to him. Like right away, like he just shows up. It's like, hey, are you Ben? Wake up.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very aggressive.
I
So
think he says something to the effect of, "Well, maybe we should leave you in there." It's like, look,
yeah,
it's like this person is in a jail cell during a zombie outbreak. Like, come
yeah,
on.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
He doesn't have the best plan either. Like he's like, well, I'm just gonna wait in here. I guess he's gonna wait in there until help comes or something. Is that his plan, or just till he starves to death? I don't know why he's like
yeah,
eating and drinking this whole time.
yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, he's well, a one-off character. We don't see a lot of old Ben.
No, but who
Yeah.
was he? Remind me, and we can talk about this later, defer it. Was was he working with Ada? Like was
Yes.
yeah. like she seems to know him because
Yeah.
he was a source or she was a source or
Yeah,
something
like
like
he was
that.
like giving her info, right?
Yeah, but I'm like, but why? Why was he doing that?
Well, because he's a sleazy journalist, that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're always looking for their next scoop so they can
Yeah.
make all their journalist money.
He also has a ponytail, right?
He does have a ponytail, which I feel like is another like
Yeah.
sleaze
Yeah.
coded type of thing.
Yeah, I
His
think yeah, the sleaze-coated
yeah.
ponytail. Yeah.
He's staying at
Uh
the Apple Inn. Apparently we learned that, and apparently he comes back in note form in
oh,
Outbreak.
okay. Interesting. He's reincarnated
Yeah,
as a memo.
which yeah, as a memo, yeah.
He's like, fuck, this was my life.
Um, but yeah, he's kind of like investigative journalist who's like, yeah, he's like blowing the cover on, trying to blow the cover on Umbrella, but for some reason it's portrayed as like kind of a scumbag. It's weird. It's very
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, especially because he's clearly imprisoned
Uh,
by irons.
yeah, but yeah,
Um,
he gets killed.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
Well, he's in prison himself, right? Doesn't he have the key?
Wait, he imprisoned himself?
Because doesn't
Let's
Leon say
see.
something like, "Where's the key to the cell?" He's like, "I got it right here." Or maybe that's something. Maybe that's a different key.
You
I don't
might
know.
be
I thought he had locked himself in the cell to
you
stay
might be
safe from the
right.
zombies,
Let me see.
which makes sense for like a bit, but then at some point it's like you gotta, like it's kind of been like a little bit. He's gotta be getting hungry.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find out what the deal is with this. I mean, I think this is from the wiki, the Resident Evil wiki. It says it is also uncertain whether Bertolucci wanted to escape his imprisonment. One account says he refused to leave his cell. In another, he was desperate to leave the station. So I don't know. I don't remember it being that
Okay.
ambiguous.
Yeah. Because he does say something like he's like, I'm I'm staying right here.
Right.
But yeah.
Right. Because yeah, there
So
is a
kind of weird
reason.
though. Yeah,
Yeah.
one-off character.
Yeah. That's right. I feel like the next character, and we're almost through our range of characters. I feel like
Yeah.
Kendo,
Do you think
Robert
Brian Irons
Kendo.
is related to Jeremy Irons?
I think the answer is probably yes. Um, Jeremy
I can see
Irons.
Jeremy Irons playing Brian Irons.
Boy, yeah, they really
Yeah.
have to. I don't know, back up the Brinks truck, huh?
Yeah. I mean Jeremy Irons plays some unsavory characters, you know?
Yeah, but he's like, I feel like pretty dignified, right?
Yeah. But I don't know. I could see him.
Yeah.
I could see him being yeah. Anyway, sorry, that's it. I was trying to do a callback to
No,
the
I liked it. I liked it.
Marvin Brana, Kenneth
Kenneth
Branagh thing.
Branagh. Can
So
we
yeah.
can we do that with Kendo?
Is there another who's named Kendo?
I don't know anyone
Yeah.
offhand.
This I didn't really think about this. To me, this feels like one of those things where they like named him after somebody they like somebody at the office or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I could
Yeah.
see
Like maybe
that.
there's like Kendo in accounting.
I could see that. It
Yeah.
feels like a less typical name.
But yeah, Robert Kendo. Yeah, seems like a solid guy. Owns the gun shop in town. The wiki says that he was giving guns to people to defend themselves.
Oh, that's very nice.
So that's why he's, just the
Yeah,
friendly neighborhood gun shop owner.
right.
Uh, has the iconic, "I'm sorry about that. I thought you were one of them" line when
Yeah,
Leon runs into a shop.
he
So
sure does.
yeah,
I did
or
not
Claire.
love in the Claire sequence that some of the liberties they took with the dialogue there with him.
Oh,
I thought it was weird. He calls her babe and darling, which I didn't
ooh,
love.
I don't like that.
I
Yeah,
was like, that's weird. He
come
says,
on, come on, Kendo.
yeah, he says, sorry about that, babe, after he points a gun at her.
Oh, geez,
Yeah,
Louise.
it's like,
Ugh, I don't love
yeah,
that. Well,
yeah.
I guess he deserved what he got then.
It was pretty
It was pretty
brutal.
brutal. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind
So,
of felt bad if I was actually Liam. Like I like kind of just drew all these zombies to him and got him killed.
yeah,
Yeah,
but no
but you get this
remorse.
no remorse from Leon, and you get to take his shotgun. He
That's
doesn't
true.
need it anymore,
Yeah,
so you
which
get the
is
shotgun off of him.
I know we're getting into it a little bit, but like also pretty early in the game to get a shotgun to me.
Yeah,
To
it
me.
is very early, which is, and it's you get the Magnum really early in this game
Yeah,
too,
you do.
which yeah, maybe speaks even more to the whole like it's more of an action game
Right.
type of vibe.
Right.
So
We're ramping it up.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I think the only characters we haven't discussed, which we can if you want, are Hunk and Tofu.
Hunk and Tofu. So I don't know much about these. I never really played like the survivory type of games, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Um, so run me through Hunk and Tofu,
Yeah. Well, I don't
the classic duo.
right. Yeah, I say them like they're together or that they're one and the other. But I don't know. I feel like Hunk is a weird character in the fandom because I think after this game he becomes very popular and I don't really know why because he really doesn't have any kind of backstory other than we don't know anything about his
Yeah,
backstory.
yeah.
Like
He's kind of like a kind of a meme.
yeah. And so, right, he is apparently the fourth survivor of the Raccoon City incident of this game. And in a mini game, right after we complete the game, you can play as him on a mission to secure a sample of the G virus. So he starts in the sewer and fights his way through the sewer, through hordes of zombies and other creatures to recover the G virus. Apparently, and this is, I don't know if this is necessarily canonical, but apparently his name stands for Human Unit Never Killed or Human Unit Non-Killable.
That seems very much like a backronym to me.
I think I know from context what you mean, like a retcon
You know what I mean?
acronym.
Yeah, like they named him Hunk, and then they're like, "What was Hunk stand for?" And yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't human unit non-killable doesn't really.
that
Yeah,
isn't,
like you
yeah,
want to just come up with that and be like, "Oh, it happens to spell Hunk," you know? Yeah,
right, right.
but
So, yeah, I
yeah,
think his, I mean, he doesn't interact with any of the characters here, but he's, I think generally regarded as cold, callous, mercenary, you know. So really none of the
yeah.
qualities that I think define these other characters. And then I don't actually know if Tofu's canonical, but were you going to say
Did,
something about Hunk?
well, sort of. Do you know what I would named Hunk? I would named him.
Clint Eastwood.
Uh, I would have named him. Can't make this work. Reacher, unkillable, not tall.
Nice.
Sorry,
Love it.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
so yeah, Hunk is weird. I feel like that character is way more popular than he should be. Um,
yeah.
people
It's
always,
he
yeah,
just looks like a generic tough guy. I don't find him interesting. I never really found him
no,
interesting, but yeah.
no, not really. And I think it's weird that people always think when they're drip feeding information about new Resident Evil games, they're like, oh, maybe it's Hunk. And it's like they're not
You're
gonna
like, who
bring this character
cares?
back.
Yeah.
He's not even a character.
Yeah, he's not he's like he's all negative space. There's like
Yeah,
nothing there. So yeah,
yeah,
I don't like him either.
yeah.
Um
And then
Tofu's
Tofu.
full meme, right? Full meme
Yeah,
character.
yeah. Tofu is right.
A
We unlock
sentient piece of tofu.
right who only fights with a knife and can take way more damage, I guess, because Beam Curd is stronger than military grade armor. I don't
It feels like a very like Japanese joke to me.
know.
But
Yeah,
yeah, like there is like
yeah,
a part of Japanese humor where it's just like the concept of the joke is the whole joke. Like there's nothing else to it, you know? That feels very much like in that vein. So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
So,
Yeah,
um, this feels like a good time, a good spot to wrap up, and we
I
can
think
maybe
so.
jump into the plot and the gameplay next
Yeah,
session.
I think so.
Yeah, let's do
I think
that.
so.
So,
Cool. So yeah, next time we'll talk about the opening segments of Resident Evil 2, the gameplay. We'll talk about some of the creature designs, the memos. Uh,
there are some good creatures in this one. I'll say
there
that.
are,
That
there
there's
are,
some we're gonna meet an iconic Resident Evil monster pretty soon on, so that's a lot of fun.
right.
Yeah.
Do you mean does he share a letter with the famous rapper behind X Gonna Give It to You?
That's not who I was thinking of, but that's another iconic
Okay.
creature. I was thinking more the liquor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we'll talk about it, but yeah, that's a really cool moment. So yeah, we'll
Yeah.
probably structure it kind of similar to the how we did the first one, where we'll compare and contrast the two different playthroughs, and yeah, just we'll have a great time.
We will have a great
Have a
time.
great time reliving the sixth best-selling game in North America from 1998.
And if that doesn't get you to tune in, I don't know what will.
I don't know what will.
All right, that was another episode of Hot Zombie Summer, and we'll be back in a few weeks.
And in the meantime, check us out on Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcasts. And be sure to follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky at Hot Zombie Summer Pod, all one word.
So until next time, don't be a Jill sandwich.
Maybe more old actor impressions.
Right. We did,
Yeah.
well, RFK Jr. wasn't in. Well, yeah, but I don't know, whatever.
He's a bad actor, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, old
Yeah.
actor or bad actor.
What other? Well, we mentioned De Niro. We didn't do De Niro.
We
He's
didn't do
kind of
De
an
Niro.
iconic. Joe Pesci. I'm just trying to think of people that are like impressionable.
Billy Bats.
Is that the right? That's not the right word. Impressionable would mean like we can influence them in one way or another. Is there a word that means like easy or common to do an impression of?
I don't, mimicable, I don't think that's right, though.
Mimicable. I like that. Easily. Yeah. Tune
Yeah.
in next time to find out what word we come up with for this concept that I'm trying to articulate and failing at doing.
And if you have any ideas for us, feel free to call in.
I just read my cell phone number.
Right.
Send all of your inappropriate photos to 555.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Cool.
get wherever hot zombie podcasts are sold.
I didn't know you had to buy podcasts.
We're trying a new business model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna sell these. So you actually can buy podcasts on Patreon, which seems crazy to me. It's like
But
you can either it's so bizarre. I don't get the point of it because you can either spend like a lot of Patreons are like $5. I don't know if you
Sure.
Patreon at all.
I have, but I don't right now.
And then you pay $5 and you get like everything. You get like every podcast they've ever done
Yeah.
for most places, and you can just download them and keep them forever. Or you can buy a podcast for like $3 and just buy like one of them.
Why
it's like
would I-
who's
why
yeah,
would I
like
do
who is that
that?
for? Like who would want that specifically? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I guess if you were really wealthy and you just wanted to support the work, but I probably wouldn't go out of my way to pay for something I can get for free.
Yeah, and even then, usually there's like a super high tier. Like a lot of podcasts, they'll be like, hey, for your $200 tier, well, you
Yeah.
can, yeah,
I do
you can
think
put your name on the end of the podcast or something. So
I think sometimes it's interesting when people, I really don't like the term content or content creator, but I do think it's interesting when people are like, this tier gets you like, I'll hold a Zoom meeting once a month and you're welcome to join that. I'm like, that sounds really like awkward. Like,
I wouldn't like that. Yeah,
like, what
the
am
ones,
I? Yeah.
Yeah, the ones I really hate, I can't imagine doing as a listener. It's like, oh my God, this sucks. Is anyone where it's like, give us so much money and you can be on the podcast with us. And it's like, why would I want to ruin my favorite podcast? Like that's
Right.
yeah.
Right. And it's just like such a, I
It's
mean,
always awkward.
I guess that appeals to some people, but it just seems
Yeah.
like the only people who do that are like really vain people.
Yeah, really vain people, or you're like, well, this is like a cheap advertisement for my, my Twitter or whatever.
Right. Like my
yeah.
fucking wellness grift, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of patrons are getting away from that, but
yeah.
yeah, early on, this one that I listened to, because they would do that. They stopped doing it, thankfully, because it was always awkward and terrible. But yeah, they'd have like, and I mean, I'm not blaming them because like they're trying to pay their rent. They do this full time, so it's like, if having one bad podcast behind a paywall is like the difference between getting evicted or not, go ahead and have a bad podcast. But I'm glad they have enough support now that they don't have to do the gimmicky stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm sure that was not. I mean, it sounds like you listened to those episodes and they weren't great.
Yeah, that's no, they weren't. I mean, they weren't like horrible, but yeah, they weren't just it's a non-professional.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's hopping into something that's been like that has like an established type of vibe and rapport and
Yeah,
everything. So
it would be like if a friend group, a small friend group regularly hung out and then somebody was like, do you want to come join us even though you've never interacted and do you want to be recorded for it? It's like, no,
yeah, it'd be very awkward.
no,
So
absolutely
yeah,
not, you know?
yeah. But like
Yeah.
if there's a certain a plane ticket you could buy that was expensive for you guys to fly the plane, like who wants that? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a bad idea. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's no miracle over the Mojave. That's for
What,
sure.
what does that mean? Miracle over the what?
Over the Mojave. That's Nathan Fielder's thing. His
Miracle
flight.
over Muhammad?
No, over the Mojave. The
Oh,
Mojave Desert.
Mojave Desert. I said the Mojave. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, you're like, what's that mean? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, you know what that means.
What that mean?
What that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like, I forget what he was on, Jimmy Kimmel or whatever the fuck, but he was like, well, you know, they are calling it Miracle over the Mojave.
He's so great.
He is. He's funny. And I feel like this is like I never thought this, but like he's like before, but I feel like he's getting better looking as he gets older.
I would agree with that, yeah. There's
Yeah.
a lot of like any of my Nathan Fielder groups, there's always a lot of women in there. They're like very into Nathan Fielder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I see memes that are like, wouldn't use like ask my husband if I could use my hall pass with Nathan Fielder.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of that.
Like Nathan for me, I tell you.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting a little scruffier as he gets older. You know, he's got not as much of a baby face. So
yeah, his hair's
silver fox. Yeah.
Maybe he'll come on the podcast.
Yeah, I think we can get him if he pays the $300. Anybody can come on the podcast. So.
That'd be funny. It's like you do need to pay us.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.